Welcome to Brands on Tap, the pubcast where we discuss all things brand related.
So whether you're a business owner, industry expert, or simply interested, this podcast is for you.
Hi guys, welcome to Brands on Tap, our brand new pubcast. Why pubcast? Because we wanted to do an interesting sort of branding, marketing kind of podcast and do it from where else but a pub. The pubcast is going to be talking all things branding, marketing, social, web, and offline, online, everything about our industry basically. So it's really geared up for any existing clients that want to find out a bit more about what we do, how we do it. But equally it's for any prospects that are kind of looking to work with us, and also for people just generally interested to find out more about our industry really. What we're going to now talk about is just an overview of Whitespace and an introduction to each of us, so you can just find out about what we do really, each of our roles.
Hi, I'm Jazz, Marketing Manager at Whitespace, and I handle all things marketing related, whether that be online or offline, starting with the strategy primarily, and looking at from a top level how we can best help a client to achieve their objectives, and then moving on to the implementation of all those channels, so online and offline, and then the marketing measurement of it, which is arguably the most important bit, to make sure that it's successful for the clients.
So yeah, guys, my name's Paul. I'm a creative director at Whitespace, also co-founder with my colleague Rob. And my role fundamentally is all things creative. So mainly on the branding side of things, so doing brand research, logo development, and creating a lot of brand collateral. That could be brochures or even website designs, everything really that our clients might need. Both online and offline, and more recently delving into film as well, so I do a lot of film editing and things like that. So any sort of creative needs, concepts, that type of thing, it's the kind of thing that I do. That's my bag really, so all things creative.
Hi, I'm Ellie, Marketing Executive at Whitespace. I work alongside and under Jazz on all things marketing, including all like digital, offline, and a lot of social media as well.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm the Technical Design Director at Whitespace. As Paul said, we both founded a company and basically want to just drive kind of better and more quality creative as an agency. So together we kind of founded that and started that up. And today I'm more responsible for the technical side, I would say. So web design, web development, social media, and kind of also a bit of the strategy as well. So helping clients with strategy and that kind of side of things.
So should we start by talking about who we are as an agency and what we do? So in a line, I guess we'd say we're a full service creative marketing and web agency. So we pretty much cover all elements of each of those divisions. We do a multitude of services, so we may as well just kind of dive into those. And
the full service as well, just to sort of touch on that, it's like for our clients, a lot of our clients might only use us for one or two things, but we've got some clients that use us for virtually everything. So, that's why we've set ourselves up really as a full service agency, that with the breadth of experience and stuff that we do have, and the knowledge in each of these areas, then we're able to offer that full service remit to our clients. And if there's an area that we don't do, or we don't do as well, we're quite open and honest with our clients just to say, look, we can recommend somebody and they can either act through us, so it's one port of call for them, for the clients, or we can put them directly in contact with our supplier. So we can work in all sorts of ways basically.
I feel like a typical project may be that someone who wants the full suite would come to us and say, okay, we need a brand. So we'd start with that, then look at obviously the website, the overarching brand strategy, website strategy, and then that kind of translates to Ellie and I in doing like the marketing strategy, and then ongoing how much we implement online, offline for that client.
Basically.
So that's it in a bit of a nutshell.
Yeah, a small nutshell.
It's
more than that. We'd be here all day otherwise.
You may as well go to our website for that. If you want a full breakdown of the services.
It's a website for a full breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head with it, really. I mean, and yeah, the add sort of that I would bring in would just be there's a strong focus for us on the strategy side, I think, as well for all our clients. So
Yeah.
we can offer that full service for them, but it also really complements the strategy side for us. So when we're looking at them as a business or as a company, and we identify the weaknesses, we can fulfil them in-house without having to outsource too much for them. And I think, like Paul said, obviously if we really see a niche that we can't fulfill as well as somebody that was dedicated to that, we're not too big-headed to bring someone else in and do that, because that's what's right for the client.
Absolutely.
But we've got between us, we've got a wide ability to cover most of those bases for the clients, I think.
Yeah,
Definitely.
agreed.
Yeah. Us, Whitespace, collectively is a group of individuals really come together as a team, and we provide a wealth of knowledge and experience. We've worked in pretty much every sector there is, from adoption and fostering, healthcare, to automotive, to marine, manufacturing, you name it. There's virtually no industry sectors that we've collectively not worked in. So that's one thing you can get by working with us, is that the breadth and depth of knowledge that we have and experience in each of those sectors is pretty vast. So, yep.
Yeah, little shameless plug.
Yep.
With us.
Yeah. Whatever the
Podcast.
sector, work with us.
Yeah, come to us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that is like a value add, is that we do invest heavily in the sense that we immerse ourselves in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, so actually we have a pretty big wealth of experience now in each industry, just even through like personal research.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like that definitely helps.
Yeah, agreed. And I think, although it's really great that we've got really specific experience in certain sectors, ultimately, like, the applications of our services can be applicable to whatever the industry. It's the same methodology. Yeah. That applies. So
Yeah, but like in a unique way. It's not like a blanket approach. Like, we definitely have some things we would never simply consider for some industries.
Sure.
But then other things do kind of
that's a good point.
work across different industries. So.
Yeah, we tailor
Everything's bespoke.
everything. So a client, comes to us with a specific item.
Yeah.
And we're very open and honest with our clients about, what we're offering to that client. So even if they come to us with one specific individual project, we'll kind of, ask questions as to why you want that thing. And if we genuinely believe that's not right for them, or we believe that, that budget could be better spent doing X, Y, Z, we've generally got knowledge in each of those areas to advise that client, and ultimately it's down to the client whether they want to take that advice. But
Yeah.
we do have very open discussions with our clients and offer advice for those certain sectors.
Yeah, I think quite often as well, clients come to us, they don't have a clue what they need, do they? So
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes they really know.
Or they think they know, and then what we actually suggest is completely different. And it's often the strategy that's missing, and that's kind of over to us to be specific, let them know exactly what the best investments are for them, and have their goals in mind, really.
There's no disrespect to the client, but they've come to us for help. So sometimes they do think they know what they need, and we have to kind of take a step back and say, what is your objectives? Is that actually what you need? And I think that's where sometimes we can identify extra services
It's like
we
an
can
unbiased
provide.
Yeah.
Exactly, an unbiased view.
Well, this harks back to, like we were talking about with industry sectors, that, if we've worked in a similar industry or even the same industry sector for our clients, that quite often if we're working on other projects and then we think that actually this would be really good for this client, we're quite open to sort of suggest that to the client. And I think, again, that's a benefit of working with an agency, full service agency such as ours, with a breadth and depth of knowledge and experience that we've got, that you wouldn't get from an individual person, for instance.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also being mindful not to niche yourself into an industry. Like, some agencies are very specific to a certain industry, and that appeals to certain clients, and they say, we're not going to work with you because we've chosen for instance, a marine industry. We've chosen a marine dedicated agency, and you think, okay, that's fine. I can see why you might do that. But I think there's also some oversights from their decision in the fact that they could be very blinkered, and they could have a very kind of 101 method to how they deal with those new clients, and I think that's something that we are very conscious that we don't do with clients. Is be
true.
like that with them.
I think as well, because we do a lot of like fostering and adoption, like even like location wise it changes so much, the offering changes, the like thoughts of like the recruitment pool are so different, like location to location. So it's, even if you are literally like copy and paste in the sense of like the business or a local authority being the same, everything can still change in the sense of like users' views, etc. So
agreed. Just everything's bespoke pretty much.
It is, everything's tailored to the client's needs.
On that note.
Sounds cliche, but it's true.
It is.
So Jazz, why did we start Brands on Tap?
I think really just to create like a useful podcast. So like Paul said earlier, whether that's, you know, you're a business owner, you're in the industry, just genuinely interested, or an existing client or prospect, you've got like a useful place you can go to just learn about, you know, branding and all the components to that which make it successful. So, you know, whether that is marketing, branding itself, or creative, in all the multitudes that may be. That's how I would summarise it in a bit of a nutshell.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'd say it's like a light-hearted approach. So it's like out of the office kind of. That's the way I see it. Like it's,
in the pub.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a bit more chill, isn't it? And like, because it's one thing coming to work, like I feel like writing that email to ask a question, like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit more daunting, but like listen to a podcast that's about a specific theme, because our plan is to like theme each episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like when you see one that you want to watch, it's just a light-hearted way to catch up, isn't it? And it's to like, because we're kind of like positioning it in the sense that it's really like top level overview, so it's just to boost a bit of, what's the word, knowledge.
I think it's supposed to be useful, isn't it? You know, and educate and bust some myths along the way, because there's so many misconceptions with our industry across all the services. So that's kind of what we want to do, and address any sort of trending topics. Sort of look at brands that are doing an exceptionally good job, whether they're trending or not, or ones from back 20 years ago. Then we can
or
talk
further.
about them. Or further.
That's where my age comes in.
That's why you're here.
Then we can do that. So
I think the other thing is like it's our opinions on things as well. So it's like, you know, okay, we've been, well, especially me, I've been in the industry for quite some time. So, having my input on things, and you know, which is, I've been in the industry for probably about 30 years now. So, I've seen a lot of changes, and it's interesting. Like, you know, even like we do day to day, talk internally about things and all the trends and changes. You know, exponentially, they're growing rapidly. So it's just hearing those views as well about like what's changing, what's coming up, what to look out for, and those kind of snippets, and how things have changed from old times.
From the 1800s. No, I think I don't have a lot to add to that. I think it was just basically an excuse for us to kind of get together and talk about trending topics, expose probably certain things that we do and the way we do them that maybe clients or you know, interested parties wouldn't know about. So it's just a kind of a way to kind of bring that to light, I suppose, and have an open discussion about things.
Anyway, I think we've covered everything we wanted to cover in our first little intro episode. It was our first attempt, and I think it went well. It's only going to get better, I hope. Well, I hope everyone hopes.
Well, the mistakes in that might get better.
But I
definitely will get better.
Confidence.
We'll have to, maybe we'll leave some of them in. I feel like it's always one of my favourite parts of a podcast, or like anything, is when they leave their little like. Yeah,
true. It makes it authentic. I agree.
And that's what we want to try and get across, is that, you know, how authentic we are, really.
Just normal people.
So look forward to the coming episodes.
Cool.
Exciting things ahead.
Exciting things ahead.
Now try and say it with an exciting voice.
Exciting things ahead.
Anyway, we'll wrap this up, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers. So I think the more informal it is, the better
it can be
and
a bit
the
of
more
a
authentic.
personal brand thing.
Agreed.
Just be like, I don't know what we're talking about.
True. People want to relax
It is
and
his
just
personal
enjoy
brand,
it.
isn't it?
Oh wow.
What
I
was
think we
that?
did better. I think we did better than him anyway.
This is a pint of legend, and I swear it's one of the best pints you'll ever have.
Yeah.
I had a pint of Guinness yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Down in Brixham, I had a pint of Guinness, and that was fantastic.
I still am yet to get on the Guinness.
Maybe you can try
hype.
one.
I like a Guinness.
It's like a meal. Airport pints are the best type.
Because you're about to go on holiday.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
And the
Yeah.
best place you can get Guinness is at a Guinness factory.
Yeah.
True.
Didn't
Get
Which
your
go.
I've not
face
been
on
to.
it.
No.
Not
My
anywhere in
wife
Northern
went to it.
Ireland.
She doesn't like Guinness, but
Oh.
But
She
you get a
went to
free drink now. It's not just a free pint of Guinness.
is it?
Yeah, well, you still pay like £40 entry.
Right.
Because we did think about going, and then we tried the pint the night before and thought
No, it's not worth it.
it's not for us.
Yeah, fair enough.